Good evening. Pupils at Corstorphine School in Dunedin were sent home early today after a fire broke out in the school. The cause was a faulty switchboard which burst into flames during the lunch break. Kathy Graham with the details.
Flames came through the roof at the height of the fire, but inside damage was confined to one corridor. The switchboard where the fire started was completely melted by the heat, but fireproof doors stopped the flames from spreading. For pupils, it was a graphic illustration of the importance of fire drills.
We've been practicing for weeks to do this, but nobody could do it right. We're all in such a panic that we just ran out of the classrooms.
It was just so quick. I didn't really know how far it went.
And I didn't believe that there was really fire at the start, and then because everybody rushed around the classes saying, oh, there's a fire, turn off the lights and everything.
Carolyn Rogers and Jenny Monroe were on lunch duty when the fire broke out.
We heard the noises first, didn't we? The noise of the power box just crackling, and the lights flickered.
And how did the kids go?
They were good, they were very good, they were very orderly, and we got them over here and just called the roll to make sure everyone was here.
With no electricity, the school was forced to close for the rest of the day. Most of the 246 pupils went home early, and they won't be starting until 10 tomorrow morning.
Inland Revenue staff had more on their minds today than our tax returns. 117 employees in regional offices in the south are to lose their jobs over the next 6 months. It's part of an upgrading and downsizing exercise the department says will make it more efficient. Kathy Graham reports again.
The Dunedin office closed today for 2 hours while staff were called to special meetings. Restructuring's been in the wind for some months, and today regional staff around the country found out what it'll mean to them. 59 staff in Dunedin are to lose their jobs over the next 6 months, another 47 in Otago and 11 in Oamaru.
There will be a gradual downsizing of the department due to processing centres starting up and the impact of technology. The gradual downsizing will start on the 1st of October and move through till the 1st of April next year.
Management says it's taken on contract staff over the past 12 months with these staff cuts in mind.
The department won't be invoking a redundancy agreement. The permanent staff that are here, their jobs are quite safe.
Inland Revenue says the changes won't have much impact on the public, but from April all South Island tax returns will be processed in Christchurch.
The efficiencies in tax collection over the next 5 years are expected to net another $1 billion, which will fund most of the upgrading. Any win for the Otago Nuggets this season has been a big occasion, but this weekend's 36-point drubbing of the Waikato Warriors at the Dunedin Stadium was reason for double celebrations. Firstly, it was by far the best offensive display of the season by the Nuggets, and as Ken Nicholson reports, it got Otago off the bottom of the ladder for the first time.
The Nuggets have always been tough defensively, but too often they've been so defensively minded, their offence has only been a second thought. Not so in this match, as Andrew Sheath got his side away to a great start. Ever dependable Tyrone Black led the assault with 19 first-half points. But the key to the Nuggets' offensive rampage was Ed Card. And such sublime skills suggest he should score more points than his 14 in this match. But his passing talents carve opposing sides to pieces. But what about Black, the most dependable scoring machine in the league? And yet another bag of 34 points for the match. The only answer Waikato had was in the form of American Steve Jackson, but he lacked support on the floor. And so the margin of 90 points to 64 must give hope for more Otago wins before the end of the season.
A young Balclutha lad is about to fly off to the World Junior Model Gliding Championships. He's the first New Zealander to be selected for the competition, and Kim Haring caught up with him out on the Tidy in the weekend.
This is David Merilees' glider, one of 4 he'll be flying at the World Junior Gliding Champs in Yugoslavia next month. David's 15 and the best junior flyer in New Zealand. Today he's participating at a fun fly. It's an opportunity for anyone to learn about the sport. And this is the free flying section, the old-fashioned way of flying without radio control. David will play with the bird on a 16-metre tether until he finds the right place to let it go.
The plane's circling around and you feel the lift. It will slowly tighten this line and the plane will start lifting a bit. And then you just go around a couple of times, and if it's still there, you can just go off and launch, zoom it off.
Motorised until it runs out of fuel, then it's at the mercy of the wind. It flies for 3 minutes and then the tail rudder pops up and the plane stalls and floats to the ground. What is it about this free flying sport that you like?
Oh, not as noisy as all the other ones, as the motors, but I just like seeing them flying around. It's good.
While David's practising for the World Champs, Chris Murphy's practising in one of the more interesting classes of glider flying. The idea is to keep a glider in the air for as long as possible in a 30-minute period. But the problem is that the clock stops after 3 minutes, so you have to retrieve the glider from wherever it lands, return it to base, relaunch it, and chase it again. It's exhausting stuff, and very frustrating if the wind blows the wrong way.
And we wish David every success in Yugoslavia. Now to another group of youngsters about to take off overseas. This time it's 7 Dunedin high school students who've been chosen to go to an international art camp in Japan. They're taking a special gift for their Japanese hosts, a song written by the father of one member of the group.
From way down under, we come to Japan. It's many miles from home. Dunedin, New Zealand, that's our hometown. It's town where we belong. We are the Kiwis, friends to everyone. We are the Kiwis. We're proud of where we're from. We are the Kiwis. We're friends to everyone. We are the Kiwis. We're proud of where we're from. While we're all here, we got a lot to see, a chance to make new friends. So thank you, Japan, for putting us together. Kiwi love we send. We are the Kiwis, friends to everyone. We are the Kiwis. We're proud of where we're from. We are the Kiwis, friends to everyone. We are the Kiwis. We're proud of where we're from.
And later in the week we'll hear from another group of singers, Invercargill's Burton College Choir, which is off to Wellington next month to sing at the National Secondary Schools Choral Festival. We'll be back tomorrow. Good night.